What is up, home workout and bodyweight exercise fans? In today's video from With Muscle, we'll be talking about one of my favorite abdominal exercises, the ab wheel rollout. A lot of people have the misconception that their abs were made to do these small isolating exercises such as the ab crunches. That's a misconception, and that's a wrong way to a wrong idea to base your abdominal training on, because your core, your abs were made for, first of all, three primal functions. Number one, keeping your body in an upright, firm position. Number two, resisting external force. And number three, producing or even multiplying force through stability. So let me give you a quick example on how this works. Let's say you're walking in the wild and suddenly out of nowhere a wild beast jumps on top of you, and with its claws it starts to rip your flesh apart, trying to throw you on the ground where it has more leverage to kill you and eat you alive. Now, what you're going to do in such a situation as a human being is, first of all, you're going to try to stand on your both feet instead of falling on the ground where, as we said, the animal has more leverage. So in order to do this, you use in a big amount your core. Your core will keep your body upright while the animal is trying to pull you downwards. Your core will resist external force. So when the animal is trying to pull you backwards, for example, you're gonna pull to the front, resisting that force. And another thing you can do is grab the animal in a way with your arms or whatever, and try to throw it away. Try to leverage it in a way where you can just drop it on the floor away from you. So how you do that is you do that again by maintaining a really stable core, because this gives you leverage and multiplies your rotational force through your through stable shoulders and through your upper extremities, in order to do like a sudden explosive movement and throw the animal away from you. So that's like a really simple example on how your core works. And the reason I really like ab wheel rollouts is because they focus mainly on resisting external force. So as you're rolling outwards, your core activates and keeps your body tight in order for you not to fall flat on your face. In order to do a proper ab wheel rollout, you want to, first of all, brace your core. So before you start even doing anything, before you start rolling outwards, you want to pull your belly button a little bit inwards, and also activate your transversus abdominis. That's your inner abdominal wall. That's basically like, imagine an inner corset that keeps your core tight, that's beneath your abs, your rectus abdominis, the six pack. So you can really see it, but it's a very important muscle. And in order to activate this muscle, you want to imagine that you are trying to stop peeing. So take one hand and palpate a little bit your prostate, and imagine that you want to stop peeing. You feel some muscles activate there. So by pulling your belly button a little bit inwards and activating your anti-peeing muscles, I don't know if that's a word, whatever, you are properly bracing your core. So do this before you start doing the exercise. Next, you want to lean on the ab wheel as much as possible. Most of your weight should be on the ab wheel. You want to make sure that your back is flat, and start rolling outwards until you feel that you can maintain really good form. So the moment that you feel that your back is starting to arch, that you are losing activation from your core, you can't brace your core that well, you're feeling weak, you feel that you're gonna land flat on your face, that's the moment basically where you have to start pulling backwards. When you're rolling backwards, some extra things you want to focus on is also keeping a really rigid upper body. So you want to focus a lot on keeping your shoulders really tight, and as well as your lats. So lats and shoulders should be really tight, because this is going to keep your upper body rigid, and it will allow you to focus on core activation. Common mistake here is that a lot of people pull backwards by sticking out their butt, arching the lower back again, and instead of using their core, they're using hip flexors, and they're leveraging basically with their lower body's weight. That was all. I also wrote a blog post about today's topic where you can go, and I'm gonna link it above. You can go and review all the technical guidelines. Make sure you execute everything properly the first week when you're learning this exercise. I would also like to hear your opinion about the ab wheel rollout below, and what is also your favorite abdominal exercise. And until next time, keep on training. I also asked Captain Jack Merrill to help me this week with the presentation of this video. So he was supposed to train and do some ab wheel rollouts, but eventually I would just come back home and find him drunk on the floor, one hand on the ab wheel, other hand on the gin bottle. So that didn't work out. Hopefully in the future he'll be helping a little bit more. But yeah, if you want to see more Captain Jack Merrill, let me know as well in the comment section. And until next time.